Hi everyone, this is Patterson. I am out here at Oakwoods today because today is our discovery stories out here. If you're interested in coming out to in-person discovery stories, then you can sign up at hancockparks.com. We have discovery stories once a month now in person and reruns once a month. So today's discovery story is called Skunks. So we're going to be learning all about skunks. So I have a book that I've been reading to the kids today called Skunks. So let's go ahead and learn a little bit about them. Skunks are mammals. They squirt a stinky liquid called musk. There are 12 kinds of skunks in the world. Did you know that? Sometimes we say the word skunk and we're just thinking everyone's together. But there are actually different kinds of skunks. As we read the story, take a look at the pictures of the different kinds that we can find. The most common skunks have a black body with white stripes, but some skunks are black with white spots. Skunks have long, fluffy tails, short legs, and big feet. Sharp claws help them dig. I wonder what those claws are for. Let's read on and find out. Most skunks are about the size of a pet cat, but some are smaller. The smallest skunks weigh only about 2 pounds. Now remember I said different kinds of skunks? Take a look at this. Have you ever seen a skunk that looked like that? So cool. Skunks are found mainly on the continents of North and South America. They can live in forests, grasslands, and mountains. Some skunks even live in cities. Did you know here in Findlay that we have skunks? Have you ever seen them? Now skunks will eat almost anything. Their favorite foods are grubs and insects. Now remember, we talked about those sharp claws. What do you think they use those sharp claws for? If you said that they dig in the ground to get the grubs and the insects, you were right. But guess what? That's not all that they eat. They also eat worms and mice and bird eggs. Skunks eat berries, nuts, and corn too. They even eat garbage. Gotta watch out for that. Now, do you think the skunk laid these eggs? No, of course not. Because we know that skunks don't lay eggs. I bet that skunk is hungry. Yum. A mother skunk gives birth to 4 to 6 kits. Isn't that cute? Look right there. So baby skunks are called kits. Kind of like a kitten, isn't it? So they're called kits. At first, the kits have no fur. They cannot hear or see, but they drink their mother's milk and they grow. When they are 7 weeks old, their mother teaches them how to find food. The kids leave their mother when they're about 5 months old. Most skunks live about 3 or 4 years. Look real careful so we know we have one kit sitting up here. Look who's hiding right down there. There's another one. Skunks spend most of their days sleeping in their dens or homes. Many skunks make their dens in hollow logs. At night, skunks come out to hunt. Skunks usually live alone and hunt alone. So, are skunks awake during the day? Not usually. Instead, they're awake at nighttime. You remember what we call an animal that's awake at night? Nocturnal. You're right. Sometimes a predator like a fox comes near a skunk. The skunk hisses and stomps. So, if a predator comes near, the first thing the skunk does is stomp, 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 stomp its feet, and then hisses. But if that doesn't scare away the fox, you know what the skunk does? The skunk sprays it with its musk. The musk hurts the predator's skin and eyes. Hey, the skunk warned them, didn't they? If you don't stay away, you're gonna get sprayed. Many people see or smell skunks in the wild. Some people even keep skunks as pets. Do you want a skunk as a pet? I don't know. Usually pet skunks have their scent glands removed. As long as you are not getting sprayed, it can be fun to watch these smelly animals. Oh, cute. Look at that. So, in our book, it said that skunks are about the size of cats. So here is a skunk fur you can see. They have fluffy tails with usually white on the back. Now, some skunks have big white stripes or a lot of white stripes. Some skunks don't have very much at all. Some skunks, in fact, have spots. There are spotted skunks, too. So pretty amazing to see. Now, we said that skunks eat lots of different things. Animals like skunks that eat meat and plants are called omnivores. So if you look at the skunk's skull right here, you can see the canine teeth. That lets you know that the skunk eats meat. And then if you look carefully at the back teeth, you can see that they're flatter. They're there for chewing. So sharp teeth for eating meat, flat back teeth for chewing the plants. So this skunk is an omnivore. He eats a little bit of everything. Now, one of the ways that you can, of course, find a skunk is by their smell, P.U. But another way that you can find a skunk is by looking at its tracks. So we said that skunks have long front claws. If you look carefully, you can see the claws right here. So they use those claws to dig into the ground, to hunt for the insects that they like to eat. Now, since skunks are nocturnal, usually you don't see them unless you're out at night. But one of the ways you can also find them is looking for their scat. Do you know what scat is? Poop, you're right. Now, holding right here, this of course is not real skunk poop. I wouldn't be holding that myself. This is actually made out of rubber, but this is what skunk poop would look like here. So skunks, you want to look for its tracks, you want to look for its scat, or you want to smell for the skunks. That's how you know how you have a skunk nearby. So I hope you enjoyed our story, learning a little bit about skunks today. Remember, join me here at Hancock Parks on our Facebook page for our virtual experiences. We're going to continue our virtual experiences as we open up for the year. So on HancockParks.com, we actually have in-person classes that are now ready for registration. If you get on the calendar, you can find those classes to register for. And then as time goes on, there will also be some different things on the calendar that you don't need to register for. So join us on the calendar to find out what's going on, and then join me back here again on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for our virtual experiences. Bye, everybody.